All right. We're accepting beanies today. It's chilly, it's December, it's cold AF. What are you doing? It's around 8:30, 8:45. What are you doing? Get off your ass. All right, and make something happen. What are you doing? You watching TV again? You watching a movie? You watching the same movie, the same TV show? You doing the same thing, huh? Do me a favor, at least I'm talking to myself here too. At least put something else on, right? At least expand your movie or your TV horizons, right? Do something more than just the repeat. All right? I'm out here, 50-degree weather, what am I doing? Following through. All right? I let my food addiction get the best of me this morning. So unfortunately, by the time I got my ass up and running, oh, she locking that door? Damn, I wanted to go in there. Okay, so yeah, what I was saying is I don't like to work in traffic. So I took a break in between traffic, pit stop at home, and then ventured back out after traffic, and then I realized I had to tinker this machine to get it where I personally want it these days. And where I want it is giving less candy. The stingy Jew wants to give less candy. Well, you know what? I mean, the thing is, I gotta be honest with you. Candy's expensive, right? I use the good shit. The good shit's expensive. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta ask myself, like, am I doing this to make money, or am I doing this to waste my time and just to have fun? Well, wasting time and not making any money it's not really fun at all. You know what I mean? But so I had to tinker the machines because I was like, you know what, I'm giving out too much candy, and there's just not enough profit. I want to give out 6 or 7 M&M or peanut M&Ms, but if I give out 6 or 7 peanut M&Ms per quarter, I was doing the math, and I would have to sell the entire container, which I think my math may be wrong when it comes to the amount of pulls. But the amount of pulls, I think, would be maybe around like 120. I gotta double check. Might be a little bit more, but let's just say I would have to get 120 pulls to make like $8. Okay? And I'm like, and listen, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like not trying to like score huge, but like, dude, 120 pulls to make like $8? What if the candy goes bad? Then I'm like in the negatives, right? And then like, or maintenance or like gas to get down there, right? Costing me $6 one way. I'm thinking, fuck, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's an average theory out there, right? Because I'm making money with the average of the other candies, right? If I'm making better money on the other candies, then it averages out, right? If I make, just throw it out there, 15, 20, and then 8, or 8, and then 12, and then 16, well, then the average would be like 12, not that 8. And I want people to be happy, right? Because let's just say, like at my bar, people start getting pissed because they only get 3 or 4 peanut M&Ms. Well, they may ask me to just take out the machine, and then if that happens, I really fucked up because I just lost a good generating location, right? So it's like, and then, for example, like the not peanut M&Ms, right? Outside of that, we have what I use a lot of is the Skittles. I'm looking at them right now. That's what I'm referencing to. And then also M&Ms, right? Well, how many Skittles do I want to give out? Well, it's 25 cents, 20, about on average 25 an ounce. Half of that is 12 to 13, right? But the margins are more favorable, right? So, in that situation, maybe it's only costing me like 9 cents so I can make 10 cents. So you're thinking I'm making like 15 cents a pull minus the 20%. I'm making 10 cents a pull, you know. And so in that case, if for some reason, you know, I don't have the numbers on me, so I'm not gonna like waste time talking in circles, right? Unless I have actual facts, which I will technically break down, which I've done it before, right? But what I'm getting at is I even tweak that so that they're only giving about 9 or 10. This way I'm getting 2.5 on my money instead of 2. Same with the M&Ms. There's like maybe, what is it? It's either 25 or I think it's more. I think it's like 32 for the M&Ms, and I'm only giving 10. Because before I was giving like 16, 18, 20 M&Ms are coming out, and I'm thinking, shit, how much money am I really making on this? Like, not enough. If we just did the math that we did on peanut M&Ms, am I gonna have to get 120 pulls times 3? Which would be 360 pulls to make, let's just say, if the numbers were around that $8 mark, 8, 16, $24, 360 pulls for $24. How long is 360 pulls gonna take? And $24, dude, if I waste candy, gas, if I make a mistake, it's gone. It's not enough. But all of a sudden we expand. I was doing the numbers on the peanut M&Ms, and for some reason, if I give out 3 or 4, well, guess what? Now I'm profiting around $22, right? And even though $22 doesn't sound like that much money, it sounds so much better than $8 or $9, right? And then at least if I'm spending around 15, my return on investment, I'm making 15 or I'm making 22. That sounds a lot better. Sell this carton of 15, you're gonna profit that 15 back plus an extra 22, and you can pay the house their commission, right? Now we times that by 3, okay. Well, now I'm making 22, well, now I'm making $66 for the 360 pulls, right? Just seems more reasonable. Anyways, I gotta give it up to this guy over here because I don't have the balls to do it. I think it could be done. I wanted to take you into this laundromat because as soon as I pulled up, look what I saw. I know that machine. Oh, I know that machine really well, right? I know that machine so well, I could go put my keys in it and fucking take it with me. I could take the quarters, I could take that entire machine, and I can go put it somewhere else. This guy has balls, dude. I gotta say, it's at the perfect location. It looks like the perfect spot. And here's the thing. No one knows who put that machine there, right? They don't know if it's the company, which it might be, right? Or it might be someone just put it there. And also, I saw some worker lady close and lock this door, okay? So if they close at like 10, then you're warding off a lot of the negativity that you're gonna find late at night, right? If you have a worker here, it definitely changes the game. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at that, dude. That's an expensive machine, but I'll tell you, they're probably getting their money's worth. A touch screen, color screen. Yeah, someone put in a huge investment. Probably the place that opened this place up. But what I'm saying is, I would not feel comfortable having my quarter candy machine at a laundry mat. Although I feel like it would kill. What kind of candy is he doing, right? Look, one of them, because this is a Viver, so it's a double gumball and candy. So it looks like he's doing a specialty gumball. It looks like he's doing like berry. I know exactly what he's doing, a berry gumball. It looks like he's doing runts. And then it looks like he's doing bouncy balls. You know why? because he doesn't know that you can actually put Starburst in there. Who knows? Maybe he wants to do the bouncy balls. Maybe I'm tripping by not doing bouncy balls. You know, I guess I just have more of a passion for candy than for toys. They just don't do it for me. Funny enough, next to that candy machine is this candy machine, and next to that candy machine is now my candy machine. So here we are up in LA. We're at 2 for $1 pizza. 2 for $1. You know what that says to me? It says let's charge a really expensive price for a pizza and give them 2 of them because dough and everything's so cheap. But you know, I mean, since 1980, you know, that's a good sign. So maybe they've been here for a really long time. I'm always kind of negative and skeptical when it comes to how well the machine's gonna do. Very small shopping center. It's literally an ice cream place, a pizza place, a laundromat, and a Sun Donut. That's it. I wish this was angled facing, you know, and my competition's not so bad, you know. He's got a toy explosion and some traditional gumballs. Traditional, 8 flavored. I think he's got just the traditional, right? I was thinking about putting it back there just so it'd feel like more secure. But I think this is where they want it. So right now, I ended up actually taking this out of my one of my used tire locations, because that one, they just had it kind of like hidden on the side in the back, and it wasn't gaining enough momentum for me to justify it. I did, like I said, I just tinkered. Good thing I didn't just go from there to here. I tinkered 3 or 4, almost 10, around 10, right? So the numbers are great, the machine works good, everything looks good, works good. It's a good machine, you know what I mean? It's not the best, but it's good. And yeah, so I go to my used tire shop, and he's like, oh hey, some girl came here like recently and put her key in the back of your machine and was saying, oh, this is my machine, you know what I mean? And the key didn't fit, and the guy was kind of tripping out, thinking, are you sure that's your machine? Because I don't think it's your machine, because if it was, you'd have the right key for it. And I guess she tried to unlock it and couldn't, and then she left. And supposedly she looked like a sheep in wolf's clothing. Like, I guess she looked okay, so I guess that's what gave her some leverage to at least make the attempt, but she failed. You know, she wouldn't have gotten much. You know, the worst part about it would be if she got the machine, because there's 10 or 11 bucks in there, right? And so that location has a pulse, but it's only generating like $10 to $12 every 3 to 4 months. I don't want to do the math on that, but a quarter a day, 10 days would be $250. That would be $750 a month. It's not even making a quarter a day, because a quarter a day is $750. That would be 15. That would be at least $22.50. That would be around $30 in 4 months, right? This is getting a third of that. That means that machine is getting a quarter every like 3 days. That's sad. And I can't have this good of a looking machine at that location. I can't, right? It's not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna see my return on investment. It's getting chilly out. I told the guy that, you know, if he wants, I can bring in one of my used machines, because here's the thing. It's obviously going to make more over there than it is in front of my house. Front of my house doesn't make a quarter every 3 days, right? But it will there. And I got some machines that I'm either trying to sell or find a home for, and until then, I might as well put it there, right? Because right now I was thinking, shit, you know, I got one machine that the color is a very sunned out, worn out red that I really am limited on where to put it. It's a machine just like that, and it actually works well. You know, I tinkered it up, I fixed it. And then I have those gray charcoal ones. And then I have some decent looking machines. They're fine, but when I was thinking about where to put them, I was like, no for the pizza place. I was like, no for this pizza place. So, you know, for me, I mean, I feel like, I could. I mean, I don't think anyone really cares but me. But I might as well just throw one there for right now, and then I can always relocate it. So maybe I'll just do that tomorrow, for now. Anyways, we found 2 locations yesterday over the phone while we played video games. We set them up today. Are they going to be the best locations? This one looks like shit, and the other one, you know, at least the other one, I feel like it's in a big pizza place with a whole bunch of games. She mentioned to me that one of her workers likes to fuck with the machines and maybe try to jack the coins or take the candy, and I was thinking, why are you letting this guy work? Can you find someone else to work for you? Is it you have to really keep this degenerate around when you know that he's messing with your businesses stuff, right? I mean, because it's like, dude, if I'm working with you, then we're working together, and then you're telling me that on your side you're vandalizing or tantalizing this whole deal. Like, how are you allowing that? You know, get rid of his ass and find someone else. You can't find someone else to work at a pizza place? Come on. Jesus, what is this world coming to? But of course I go along with it, you know, because she was like, wanted to make sure it was like secure so that Mr. Coworker couldn't just jack it. I'm thinking, shit, really? You know, like, last thing I want to hear is like some internal, you know, sabotage. Like, that sucks. Because that's like, you can't get rid of that, right? It's not like the occasional person coming in and then leaving. I think both these candy machines are probably too good for both of these locations, if you ask me. That location, like I said, she was talking about getting 2 different, or I can bring in more than one machine. So I definitely think I should get rid of that one, maybe put in a couple others. And then this, for now, you know, you get worried that they're dead locations and that they're potential shady, and then that's when you're like, hey, I need to put in an $80 machine instead of a $200 machine. You know what I mean? But you know, I mean, you see this vending machine is here, that vending machine's here. Doesn't sound like it's you know, having any issues. So, you know, we'll try it out. I think the worst thing that happens is it doesn't make any money. But the question is, can it make more than 25 cents every 3 days? Because that's where it was at the tire machine shop. So, anyways, it feels good to be proactive, find some success, and you never know. Maybe these will be good locations. So hopefully we'll find out. Only time will tell. Anyways, all right. I wish I had more to talk about, because that would mean that I'm closer to my, you know, freedom. That's it for now. What do I have to do now? Back on the phones, baby doll. Let's go.